before 12 or after 12? Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. Is the last people in the back can hear me? Is it fine? Good. Thank you so much. I thank all the conveyors for arranging this seminar, and I thank all the people who have arranged this seminar, Mr. Hidden Mehta and Mr. Manish. Okay, thank you so much. The topic of discussion that we have it over here today is tax regulation in USA, which is affecting the NRIs. Definitely, most of the times we have interacted with the people from USA at various different occasions in our life. We as a professionals, normally what I've seen is that when we do a perfect tax planning from an India point of view, most of the clients when they go back to USA, when they used to come back and interact with us, we used to find that many of the provisions which were prevailing in USA were not complied with. So what was happening at the end of the day was that the planning that you guys, or we as a chartered accountants from India, that we have done, gets diluted when they go down over there. So your 100%, like if you ask any person over here, that when you have to do a tax planning or any advisory, I can never doubt any chartered accountant's planning or advice and say that there will be some dilution at the India level. We are 100% sure. We can give absolutely perfect the team, saying that this is absolutely right from India point of view. But at the same time, when we go down to the US, the same person when he goes down over there and he shows the same information that this is my fellow chartered accountant from India has given me this information, and the same CPA or the tax attorney over there, when he goes to this information, he finds that no, this is not applicable in US. You'll be still liable or some kind of a penalty would be imposed at you. So what happens? Whatever you have done, whatever the advice that you have given to your end client is getting diluted. So that is no benefit. Now the client is questioning, I wish I had some info, I wish the chartered accountant knew about all this information at the end of the day, which would have saved me to some extent. No. So what we are trying to do over here is just give you a brief idea as to how the US system works on the tax side of it. My personal belief is you may create a corporation or an LLC or a partnership in any country in the world, but eventually it walks out to the individual. It's the individual who's at stake. We think everything from a corporate planning and we do all the partnership, we route it, everything. But nobody's taking care of that individual at the end of the day. You think from a corporate side of it, but the individual is the bottom line person. So you have interacted with people, but they are the investor eventually. That's what we are trying to cater to. Okay. US has always been a dream destination. I don't need to tell you the reason why. Everybody knows getting a job over there or sending the kids for education. Even people who are 9 months pregnant, they prefer to send their spouse and they prefer to go over there just to get a baby delivered over there so that the child is having that US citizenship. The US papa, what we call it. Everybody likes that thing, right? Investment opportunities, of course, it's one of the developed countries in the world, and everybody would like to have investments over there. Anybody says that we have a tab with US companies, it's always a value addition that I can see on the client side. Company formation, provide services, those are just kind of things. When you ask any person who's sitting in US or some of the people who have come back, US citizens or a green card holder who are residing over here, they're always Indian at heart. You ask any of the people in US who are Indians, have you made any investments in India? And 99.99% I find a very rare chance that a person will say, no, I haven't made it. The reasons, normally we know the reasons why. They still have the strong family roots in India. Everybody has their parents or their siblings. Substantial wealth is still lying in India, some of theirs, because the parents are still owning most of the properties and everything. It may be in a form of inheritance, actually. They'll be getting it from their parents, right? Or somebody's uncle, aunt will be passing it through their will to the people who are non-residents. Their own savings. It may be in a form of property. They might invest. India's market is doing very good. Everybody knows about that. Indian stock market is also very good. Who would not like to have a 9.5%? The last I checked. I think the normal CDs rates are at 9.5, right? Or some are 10% if you're going for the senior citizens, right? Okay. So it's a lucrative market. Whereas if anybody knows as to how much rate of interest they get in a normal CDs over there, or a normal, the fixed deposit they put in US? 1.5. 1.5. Anybody lower than that actually? Sorry, sir? Okay. It's actually 0.5%. It ranges around that much. 0.25, 0.5%, right? Okay. This is going to be more of an interactive session, so I try to make sure that you don't sleep. I know it's post after the breakfast, which was very healthy, but it tends to be, but let's be more interactive. So, come on, if you tell any of our NRI clients, you're getting a 9.5% rate of interest, it will definitely transfer. You see so many NRIs, NRE accounts, the FCNR deposits, the NRO accounts. The last I checked when I came back from US, we have close to $73 billion of fixed deposits which are kept in India by non-residents. And majority of them are from US. You know that? You know the reason why Indians are moving back. You must have read in newspapers, articles coming out that a lot of people from US are coming back. Naturally, if you see the US economy, this is the 5 years graph that I've brought in front of you. The US economy has not been doing that good. Whether they are developed? Yes, in a developed country. Actually, we all have seen in the economics the diminishing marginal utility. When you reach at the top, you stagnated over there. You cannot go beyond a particular level. That's happened to them. Okay. Having said that, but the graph is all, you can see it's very small growth and everything. At the same time, you go and show this, the hedge funds and the mutual funds, they come and show you all the nice, lovely graphs that they show you. They naturally come and show you this US and India graph. Why do they show you? If you see the same graph, the one which I showed you before of US versus the one which I'm showing you of India, you can see the whole beautiful graph of India growing like 8%, 9.7 and all is like the way, right? Beautiful graph. So let us understand the tax culture in US. Having said all these things, it's a beautiful country. But what happens for the NRIs or the people who are residing in US and for them? Let's understand the basic tax culture. US basically goes by the principle of self-reporting. What I mean by self-reporting, if you're within USA, they essentially lie with their system which is implanted in a form of social security number, EIN is employer identification number, or TIN, that's the tax identification number. So anybody who's born a US citizen, or who's gone over there for work permit, who's working over there, they are given a social security number because everything, whatever they generate, it's given to the IRS, Internal Revenue Services, so they can get all the information as to what source of income and everything that person has made. Now suppose the husband is working and the wife is not working, so what happens in that case? The husband is very smartly thought about it. I'll transfer some funds to her. At the end of the day, I'll generate some income from her. So IRS thought about it and said, we need to plant something new in that. They came up with a tax identification number. It's nothing but if the wife makes money, then there is a tax identification code which is same as 9-digit code that is given to each and every individual, saying that, okay, now she will declare it to the IRS. Okay? And for the corporate level, they have defined it as employer identification number.